Hi, I don't know what happened just now, but it seems something strange with that Facebook group, the Nofap Community Challenge, because all the posts suddenly seem to have gone to 2020, which is very strange because all the recent posts seem to have gone. So I don't know if someone hacked in. It looks like it. Someone must have hacked the admin because all I'm seeing is posts from 2020 on AK Ahmad. So that's weird. So I hope he sorts this out because it's very hard to post or comment with all these old posts and it's in the wrong order. You can see the newest activity and the new post isn't coming up. Or is it? Maybe now. Anyway, I was gonna talk about a special benefit on day 1000. Now, I don't know. Some people might say this might be more coincidence than a Nova superpower. I call it close to a miracle. I would say it is a Nova superpower or extreme benefit, a supernatural sort of benefit, a vibrational type of benefit that occurred. Now, this is what happened. So listen carefully. I was having awful problems with my laptop and it was always crashing, slowing down, and at one point I thought I wouldn't be able to use it because everything was literally crashing and freezing on all the browsers, on the Google Chrome, on the Internet Explorer, on the new version, on the AVG browser. Basically, it was useless. Let's put it that way. Nothing could work. Emails got stuck. It was dead, basically. Literally, like a dead computer or laptop. And not only that, but everything was taking ages. And I thought I would have no laptop to use. I just couldn't work on anything. So it was a very serious condition. The laptop was it's like being in A&E with hooked up on the ventilators and the machine that's breathing for you when you're in intensive care and and close to dying, really, like just on the point when the machine is about to be switched off. So that was basically the state with my laptop. This was about, I would say, eight or so months ago. So around July of 2021, roughly. So, well, it started before that. Um, I would say about February to March 2021. Now, yes, I was just, I never thought that this problem would fix itself. And I thought, well, how can I work? How can I do anything? How can I make YouTube videos? How can I, you know, send emails, get responses? How can I watch YouTube videos? Everything was messed up and it was a nightmare, an absolute nightmare. It was hell. Now, this is where the Nofap came in, and I kid you not, I believe it was my vibrations when I reached over 1,000 days. I prayed and I literally had to use my vibrations of Nofap to raise it and channel it into the laptop to try and make it work faster. Now, some people might think, oh, this is bad, shizzle, crazy, you're talking. But something very interesting happened. Gradually, the actual laptop began to work faster. Now, I never took it in. I was considering, and this was a bit like the magic touch and maybe some divine assistance. But I just focused and I asked for my 1,000-day streak plus. I was about 1,400 days by this point, roughly. So I focused all my energy and I said, let this laptop work. Let it speed up. Let it work faster and faster. And I noticed suddenly this Google Chrome stopped crashing so much. Now, this is not a coincidence because if it really had gone, then the whole thing would have kept crashing and, you know, it would have totally packed up and we'd have to take it in to cover for repair. And that would have cost quite a bit of money. But it actually listened. The laptop started listening to me. It was like it heard what I was saying. I commanded it. I said, work faster, stop crashing so much, and stop making me so frustrated. Then the Google Chrome started to work faster. And I know it wasn't perfect, but from crashing to an hour, 2 hours, which was just unusable, gradually it started to get better. Maybe 45 minutes, then half an hour. So the time gradually went down. So I could use it for about 10 minutes, 15 minutes, then it would crash for about 20 to 30 minutes, work again for another 15 to 20 minutes. The same thing on the Internet Explorer, the new version, and the older, the Microsoft Edge. And gradually, I thought, well, maybe all is not lost. Maybe this laptop can repair itself by Nofap. So I channeled my 1,400 days. I kept praying, said, God, please don't let this laptop die. And don't let me have to be so frustrated, trying to log on YouTube and not being able to watch a video without it messing up, crashing for sometimes half an hour, 40 minutes. It was just, like I said, it was being in intensive care. But now, like, it was healing very, very slowly. And the crashes became less infrequent, and it seemed to listen. This laptop wanted to live and not be taken in. Of course, my worries about taking it in were that there's many things that I was worried and anxious about. For a start, someone could easily access the information on my social media and, do all sorts of things you can't trust. When you take the laptop in, your passwords and everything, they can get in unless you log out of every social media you've used. And then even then they can hack in. So that was very risky, and I thought, oh God, is this going to be the end of my laptop? And if I'm going to get it repaired, is someone gonna hack into YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram? Because I don't want anyone to know my personal stuff from outside. So I was just so nervous and begging and saying this Nofap has to help me, not choking the chicken for so long. This vibration has to work. It has to save me. And I kept saying, laptop, work your backside. Stop it. Stop crashing. Don't put me in this situation where I'm struggling, where I'm frustrated, where I could lose all my things and, couldn't work, I couldn't watch YouTube videos, I couldn't answer messages on Facebook properly. It was a mess, a total shambles. It was, it was like being stuck like a tar man, a tar baby You just couldn't move anything. That's how my laptop was. But I kept telling it, work, you know, work, work and stop freezing, you know. Don't, don't put me in this problem, you know. How am I going to respond to people on YouTube and watch videos of them? And, you know, why? Why should this happen to me? So then, I mean, it was still pretty bad, but it got better, then it got worse again. But I kept saying, your Nofap will save you somehow. You won't need to take it in. Have faith, trust your vibrations, and let the laptop listen to you. Instruct it. Will it manifest? Manifest the thing to work. You know, don't let it crash. Don't let it let you down. Do not let it pack up and turn into rubbish. Do not let it crash. And it's got life. It will listen to you when you talk about Nofap and your high vibrational energy. So I used my Nofap in my fingers and I said, work, work, you work, you work. You know, I was getting so worked up myself. I said, you work it, you know, you don't let me down, you just work and stop crashing, you know, don't do this to me. Stop packing up. Stop being difficult, you know. Don't give me this shizzle and and you know, don't put me in this mess. Don't muck me about because I'm not in the mood for this. I'm not in the mood for shizzle. So I'm using a dizzy term there. So I was so praying and saying, Nofap, save me, let this laptop work. So sort of miracle happened on Nofap because the laptop did listen. It got better very slowly. And then we were thinking, should we upgrade the BIOS? And that was give awful problems too. And everyone was in a state. My dad and me, especially, we were like, oh, for God's sake, you know, get it sorted, just get it repaired. You know, we don't have time for this. Take it in, find out. It was pretty bad, you know. Get your brother to look at it, do something, you know, anything. So it was really bad. I mean, critical. Like a near-death experience for the laptop. So this is where my Nofap came in. I prayed and I prayed and I tried to manifest with my Nofap finger energy right into that laptop, right into the Google Chrome, the IG, the emails, everything. The actual starting on the when it starts the operating system is the word. So I said, you got to work. You must. You cannot. You just cannot fail. You cannot let me have a nervous breakdown now. So, I mean, I thought, oh gosh, this is the end. Either we take it in and we pay about £100, and then I'm worried someone might hack a PC world. You never know. Anyone can hack, see your data when they're fixing. So I don't trust anyone there. You know, you just don't know with your personal information how safe it is with your YouTube, all your data. Someone can easily just, or even if they don't hack, they can use your account anyway and send nasty emails, messages, and get you cancelled. So I was just so worried. I was almost weeing myself. I was just so frustrated. So I said, Nofap, you help me right now. You work. You get your backside working in this laptop. You jolly well help me. You don't die. You don't put me in this trauma and make me traumatized and having so much anxiety. You work your backside now. I mean, now. Do something. And I manifested and I used my Nofap, my celibacy powers, and I channel and I ask and I manifested and I use my electrical vibrations on the third eye right into the laptop, and suddenly about 2 months later all the security started to work like magic. This was like total magic. The Internet 10 suddenly upgraded itself without, because before it couldn't upgrade the BIOS. It didn't. It reached a point and then it said to delete and upgrade BIOS, but we didn't know how to delete and upgrade because it kept getting stuck at a certain checkpoint. So this was very frustrating for everyone because we didn't know how to uninstall the whole package. so it can upgrade itself. But this miracle happened. It suddenly upgraded itself, and the McAfee suddenly started working. And the McAfee upgrade that said it's speeding up your laptop and your applications suddenly started working, and everything suddenly started working much better, up to 70, 80, 90, and then 100% sometimes. It was a miracle almost. My own Nofap power helped the laptop listen to me because of being Nofap 1400 plus days. It knew and it respected me, and God helped it as well. So I saved hundreds of pounds. I fixed my own laptop without paying a penny to PC World, to a repair person, an IT specialist. I used my own Nofap austerity and build up of all their days, months, and years. I used all my experience to get the laptop to listen and respond, and it did. It fixed itself totally. Everything was working like a peach, like a dream come true. And it was such a relief. I was amazed what I was seeing with my own eyes. I couldn't believe it. After a while, everything got faster, quicker, and finally back to normal. All the apps were running smoothly. The emails started working much better. Google email too, and Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, all these apps started working so well. And I thought, wow, it actually listened to me. This no fun. This was like magic. It listened. The laptop listened and responded to me and me, saved its own life, and saved me from paying money to a IT expert repairs man at PC World. I mean Curry's, and and this was a miracle. I don't care. I know some people are gonna doubt and be like, "Oh, it might have been a coincidence. It just started working by itself because I don't know. They could just claim it repaired by itself. But how? How could it suddenly just repair? And everything started working and upgrading like that. You know, the new Internet Explorer, the McAfee, the secure witty how suddenly it worked. No, all those skeptics and people doubting Nofap, you listen, and this is no coincidence at all. Couldn't be, because the laptop's 80% dead and 90% dead. How does it go suddenly to being 90 to 100% working and using it? You cannot do it by coincidence. That would be the biggest coincidence of the century if that was true. If it corrects itself, there has to be a higher power, and that's the Nofap, the Brahmacharya, and the divine assistance, God, helping me because he knew the Nofap is going to save this laptop, and it did. It totally saved me. I was so relieved. Breathe a sigh of relief after this. I could finally work on my stuff, on all the YouTube comments, videos, responses. I can watch without these long pauses and freezes, and I can comment without these long pauses and freezes. So, this is a true story, and this, I would say, is a superpower of Nofap, that I could talk to my laptop and let it respond, and it did. It responded fully as well. I can feel it wanted to live, and it needed to respond to me, and I am amazed. My fingers have the Nofap chant when I energize that Google Chrome and the whole laptop to work, to send electrical vibrations inside. And it did. Gradually, it listened. It woke up from its coma, and it started gradual to feel its way until it worked to full capacity. Now, the update is it's working pretty well. I would say 80% to 100, which is as good as it gets. I mean, yes, sometimes it might slow down for 30 seconds to a minute, but immediately works well again. And as my Nofap increases, I can easily use this laptop for another 5, 10, 15 years at this level. So this is my Nofap super experience of how I made my laptop work when it was dead, or close to dead, more or less dead. So there you go. If you get 1,000 days plus, maybe you won't need to take your laptop in. Maybe you can channel that Nofap into your keyboard so it repairs itself, and you can save a lot of money to your, PC World, Curry's PC, or any other shop. Oh, also, I noticed I I could charge my phone like 6% when it was going down without using my charger, and that's because of Nofap. I actually saw it. I saw it go down from 1%, and then I turned it off and then on. Then it had 3%, then 4% sometimes, and it went up to 6%. So it's all Nofap. It's all the electrical energy up here. This Nofap is amazing. It works miracles. It makes you do things that would seem impossible to the ordinary world. So, let me know if you get 1,000 days and you can repair your laptop just by channeling and asking God, Nofap, heal this laptop. And for the past 7-8 months, I've been fine. I can respond, can send emails, use YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and make my YouTube videos to a good standard and long. So there we go. That's Nofap powers. And I hope this is inspirational. You should be inspired, and you should always have faith that Nofap can save you, and would. And I've also got a lot more confident on these videos, especially since roasting other people, mostly on Nofap themselves, which is ironic, and also pranksters, like pretty good pranksters too, but who use vulgarity. So again, Nofap gives you the confidence and energy. And my last couple of roasts were pretty intense. So, beware. I can. Now I've got much more vigor. When I've got full energy, I go all out, and I make you feel ashamed of your behavior, like I did in my last video and the one before that. So I'm going to try and see if I can get 40 minutes on this video. I'm so glad that this Nofap is working, and the no swear, that's another big part of my discipline. I heard a boy called Connor said his babysitter did 14 years, no swear, which is incredible. She used to go to the church every day. But I feel I can pass that. It's only another 2 years, 2 months before I get 14 years. So I'm making this a big discipline, a big austerity. So it's roughly 4,700 days, no swear, no F words, which, as I keep saying, is far higher than most people, including Dizzy, who has made about 30 to 40 videos on YouTube and hasn't swan. So well done. It's alien mode.